down here, you look through the flight proficiency, aeronautical knowledge. It's not as much, it's a lot less. And look at here, only 30 hours of flight time is required. So it's 10 hours less than the private pilot, which is great. So you don't have to, if you want to do it just for fun and you didn't want to have to, spend a whole lot of money, there's alternatives. So let's say you didn't even want to do the 30 hours flight time. Well, you can go in here and reading through the Federal Air Regulations, you can see that we also have a sport pilot. Just click on here. A sport pilot, they only require 20 hours of flight training. Now, with the private pilot, there's more training, there's more things that you're allowed to do. With the recreational pilot, it's not as much things you get to do, and it's less requirement. And then sport pilot's only 20 hours of flight, but there are there's only certain things you're allowed to do, and this goes over everything. All you have to do is just read through here, and it shows what privileges and limits of my private of my sport pilot certificate. Some of the things you can't do: carry more than one passenger at night, for business, for compensation for hire, Class A airspace, airport having a control tower, you're not allowed to. So they limit you what you want to do, but it might work for you. You might not need all this extra. Maybe you just want to do it for fun. You always wanted to do it. You wanted to see what flying's like. Here it is. You don't plan on becoming and later on you can add to these certificates. So just because you got a sports certificate doesn't mean you can go and get a private pilot certificate. But some great information here that I wanted to go over, and that's our ground lesson 1 and 2, and we'll keep this going. We're going to go all the way through and help you get your ratings for as inexpensive as possible, and just a fun way to learn. Some of the key topics that we went over today: careers, different types of pilot certificates, and these are just the ones we're focusing on, because we're going to be focusing on that because we want to get you through, learn about aviation for an inexpensive, but they have what's required for flight instructors, what's required for air transport pilot, commercial pilot. But it's all here. Everything you need to learn as far as the regulations, easily, free, click on, which is great. You don't need any kind of funds to do it. You just need the internet and willingness to go through and learn. But if you're going in, your flight instructor would be so excited to hear that if they asked you what are the private pilot requirements, and you can go, well, that's Federal Aviation Regulation 61.102. You can show them where it's at, show them how to read it. They will be excited, and it's great knowledge for anyone wanting to learn. Well, what's required? Well, here it's all outlined for you. So perfect. And thanks for watching my YouTube video, and we'll keep going on this and be learning more. And hopefully I'm trying to make this as easy and simple as possible for you. And again, it's Clint with Red Rocket Aviation.